I am only 14 and my parents are divorced. For around 18 months after the divorce, I refused to see or speak to my father due to the anger and disappointment I felt regarding his choice to have an affair while still married, which caused my mother to divorce him. Living with my mother only was very difficult. She got emotional a lot and pressured me often to speak to my father, I think in part because of him pressuring her and because of her own childhood, living with divorced parents. As part of this, she forced me to speak to a counselor, the same counselor/therapist who was seeing both of my siblings. As of recent, I have started seeing my father again and staying at his house after meeting with him because of my counselor. This had been going all fine, and I think I was happier. For the past couple years, my mental health had been declining and I felt hopeless. I even started missing lots of school. Living with my father felt like a good choice because it gave my mother space when she needed. It meant I could spend more time with my siblings, and also, of course, it meant that I could have a relationship with him. This is until, through reading my dad's texts, I found out my therapist had been talking with him for several months prior regarding me. As much as I know reading his texts wouldn't have always been the moral thing to sow in the situation, he should not have had anything to hide. I also had pretty reasonable suspicion of my therapist prior. She had always spoken quite in favor of me seeing him and sort of pressured me to meet with him. I had disregarded this as her own opinions and what she thought best for me. In the texts, she gave him rough details about what I had talked to her about. They planned together on how to get me to see him, and there was clear evidence proving that she had lied to me about certain details of things she told me. For example, at one point around Christmas, she showed me a picture of their stockings, including one they had hung up for me. She told me that she had quickly taken a photo of it without my dad or stepmother knowing, and even made up a story about my 9-year-old stepsister asking her why she took the photo. In the texts, she sent the same photo to him, asking him about it, saying she covered up my stepmother's name to avoid triggering me, and then she was planning to show me it. I have to stay with my father for another couple of weeks because of an important upcoming opportunity I have with my school. Whenever I am around him, I feel resentful and upset by the fact he manipulated me. I don't know what I'm going to do afterwards. I feel hopeless because there is no good way out. What should I do?